video, Bree, you're moving the camera.
I'm so sorry.
This video is
to answer some questions that we got in our inbox.
yeah, but they're all gonna be separate videos.
Oh, okay.
So, sex before marriage, do or don't?
This question is from Makeup by Chitara Love. I don't want to say it wrong because I hear people get my shit wrong. But I think it's Makeup by Chitara Love. And it says, "Hello ladies, I love you so much." Thanks. We love you, we love you too, girl. We love you, girl. And it says, "The love and respect that you two have for each other is great." Thank you. We don't really try, but I mean, that's just how I feel about her and she feel about me. Okay, the topic that I would love for you two to talk about is sex before marriage / commitment. Is it a do or don't? Thanks so much. You're welcome. Off bat.
Me, I think it's up to that person.
Right.
It depends on how you feel. Nobody can tell you if it's a do or don't.
Right.
Nobody can tell you that but yourself.
It's like you have to feel a person out. You know, you can't just like. There's probably some girls out there that be like, "Oh yeah, I like you so much. Let's have sex," but they don't want to go nowhere with it. They just want to have sex. But I knew when I met Brittany, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Somebody told me about eye craze, and I'm a little bit of a stalker. Like, I used to watch her videos and be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. I just want to meet her. I just want to see her. I just want to talk to her." So, like, when we started, you know, talking to each other and, like, texting all night, talking all night, I was like, man, like, I have to see her. So the first time I saw her, she actually came to my job, and I was like, I was trying to leave my job to follow her. Like, I was following her around. And I was like, well, you gonna give me a little kiss right here, you know what I'm saying, before you go? She was about to go to school. So she gave me a kiss on my cheek, and everything inside of me wanted to do like this, so I can kiss on her lips. But I didn't do it because I thought she might, you know, punch me in my face or something. But when we actually got around each other, I was like, look, this is going to go down. You know what I'm saying? I already like you. Like, I like you. I like talking to you. We talking till the sun come up. I like your personality. I like how you look. I like everything about you. I just feel like we should have sex because sex is an important part of a relationship. Like, if you're not sexually compatible, then what the fuck y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can like somebody, you can like everything about a person, but if you don't like their sex, y'all can get together, but that's gonna make you be curious about somebody else. That's gonna make you cheat. So I'm like, man, I want to see if we sexually compatible. Like, what was it, like a day or two? Like a day or two after we started talking to each other, she came to my house, and we, you know what I'm saying? She gave it to me, and like from that moment on, I've been in love with her because I was like, wow, I love everything about her. I love how she looked, her personality. I love talking to her, and on top of that, I love her sex. So us being mentally, physically, all of that compatible, we were sexually compatible, and I loved her sex. So like, I don't know if it wasn't that night. It was like the next night.
It wasn't the next night. It was a Friday. So I think
So
we
it was like
started
2
talking
nights.
Wednesday.
So it's like 2 nights later. No, I'm talking about when I was on the phone with you. When I told you.
Wednesday.
When I told you to come over.
You told me to come over Thursday.
And you came over.
You told me Wednesday to come over Thursday.
Yeah.
Then you changed it to Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday is when I went into Walmart.
That's not what I'm talking about though.
What?
After we had sex.
Oh, after we had sex.
Like the next night. Or that night. I can't remember. It was either that night or the next night. And I was on the phone with her and I was like, I don't know how to tell you this because I don't want you to think like I'm this weirdo creep that's just like, oh, blah, 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 you know, this loser. But I love you. And she was like, wow, really? What you said?
I love you too.
So, I mean, we've been in love since then. So it's like, you have to... We not cutting that out.
Yes, we are.
We not cutting that out.
Yes, we
We
are.
not cutting that out. No, it's gonna stand there. So you have to, you have to, you have to, you have to. You have to know the person. You have to know the person that you're talking to. You have to fill them out, like, cause some people are only really out there. They'll tell you anything you want to hear, just to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? I could have been like, "Ooh, you hot. Give me some pussy. I just want to see how you taste." But that's not how it is. Like, I really told her straight up, "I love everything about you. I think that I should find out if we're sexually compatible." And she took that for face value. Like, I'm happy that she respected me just being an adult about it and just telling her how I felt without beating around the bush. Because that's really how it was.
Because to be honest, at that moment, I really didn't care too much. Because I had got out of a relationship like a year, almost a year before we started talking. And I really wasn't meeting nobody. I was like, I really just want to have sex. I kind of stalked her a little bit. When I seen her at her
You just wanted
job,
me for my body.
when I seen her at her job, I stalked her a little bit. You know, I'd be like this. And then she'll look and I'd be like, but I mean,
Weirdo.
I was really just gonna have sex.
And like the same for me. I had been out of a relationship for like almost a year. Like, yeah, like about a year. And the people I were meeting, just, they wasn't up to par. Like, I'd be like, you just want to throw me some pussy, or you just want me to spend some money on you. Like, you know, it's a whole, like, cycle of stuff that I go through before I like somebody, like, for real, before I put my heart into it. And a lot of the people I were meeting was, like, not even worth my time. It was like, oh, you just want to fuck? Man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, like, when I met Brittany, man, it was like, I really felt like I met my soulmate. For real.
But we're not telling you to do what we did.
Cause it don't. Ooh,
It don't
it's
work
like
like
a
that
one.
for everybody.
It's like somebody in a relationship, somebody in the world. There's one person for every other person in the world. We just so happened to got lucky and found our soulmates.
So we basically did sex before marriage.
Right, but
we found our soulmate. But we understand that's not everybody, so
right.
you do what you feel. And trust me, if that's how you feel, somebody else
It's
in
gonna
this
feel
world
like
feel like that.
They gonna
There's a lot
understand
of
you.
other people that feel like that, and they will understand
Right.
you.
But just because they feel like you want to have sex, don't mean that's the person for you. But they're gonna feel you on different levels. Like, even if we didn't have sex, to this day, we'll still be talking until the sun come up. You know what I'm saying? We will always want to be around each other. We will always just laugh and joke with each other and like clown on each other. Like, it would still be a perfect situation without the sex. We'll just be sexually frustrated, but everything else will still connect.
But if you feel like that, and you meet somebody that don't feel like that, don't give into it if that's how you strongly feel. If you
Right.
strongly feel like that, do not give in, because you're basically just giving up on yourself. That's how you feel.
Right.
So it's up to you. We can't say it's a do or don't.
Right. Is every situation is different. That's like, there's no guidebook to tell you how to fall in love, because everybody fall in love different. Some people fall in love after growing up together years and years and years, and, you know, getting in fights and just always being together. Some people fall in love after an arranged marriage, and they realize, hey, I love everything about this person. So everybody fall in love different. So we can't tell you, you know, this is how you do it. This is the step-by-step way to do it. It just worked for us. So, like, for us, sex before marriage and commitment worked. But after we had sex, I was like, oh, duh, she for me. You know what I'm saying? We had sex for once. And I was like, oh, she for me. Like, the next day, I was like, oh, yeah. Because I know her. Because I've talked to her for so long. Like, well, not so long, but I've talked to her so much Like, we talked about everything. Like, anything you could imagine, we've talked about before we even had sex.
We like
We
knew each
talked
other's
about
life
everything.
history. And
Like, in a few
from like
days.
10 at night to like 5 in the morning.
Whenever you went to school.
I think I got an hour of sleep that night.
Yeah. And I'd be sitting there like, shit, I ain't gotta go work till 3. But, like, we learned everything about each other. So I knew that she wasn't just out there like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have sex with you. Then I'm gonna go, over there and go have sex with her. So I knew that, and she knew that once we have sex, I was gonna feel like possessive, and I wasn't gonna like try to have sex with nobody else. And at the same time, I was gonna be like, well, she for me, and I knew she wasn't gonna have sex with nobody else. It wasn't nothing that we had to worry about, because even after we had sex, it was like, I love you too, but we still weren't in a relationship. Like, I just told her I loved her and she loved me too, but I didn't ask her to be my girlfriend until like
February 6th.
I know when the date was, but it was like
and
a week
we had
later.
Sex like
every day until then. Any chance we could. So it's not like I was like, oh man, I had sex with her. I put my feelings into this and she out there having sex with somebody else. I didn't worry about that because I know Brittany. I know her. I know her inside and out. So I never worried about her cheating or nothing like that. But I mean, that's not how it is, everybody. Because you could hear something from somebody and they'll be like, yeah, I want to have sex with you and just you. But they just saying that to get your pussy or your dick or whatever. And then as soon as y'all have sex the next day or the next hour or the next minute, they're telling somebody else the same thing. Oh, I just want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know that person. And once you know that person, then you know what they stand for. And you know what they're about. And when you know what they're about, you know how to, go about things. Because if I thought she was going to be like, yeah, I just want you to have sex with me because I ain't had sex in a year, then I'd have been like, oh, no, that's not, what I'm about. I could have easily been like, oh, yeah, I'm fuck you, 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 I'm fuck you. But I really, took my time and got to know Brittany. I was like, yeah, I'm finna put my heart into this. Just like I know she would. This is probably the most I ever talked in any video.
Yes, girl.
I'm saying, but I feel strongly about that for real because I know people might be like, oh yeah, y'all just had sex and y'all just fell into a relationship, but no, we got to know each other and then we felt each other out. And I felt that she had feelings for me and she wouldn't do nothing dirty to me. Just like she knew I had feelings for her and I wouldn't do nothing dirty to her. So it worked for us, but that might not work for everybody. Some people really do have to wait until they're married.
And some people just want to.
Yeah.
Some people want that special time to be with their special someone.
Right.
And they feel like they would meet their special someone, like the special someone they're going to meet, they're going to marry.
Right.
So they want it to be on their honeymoon or something.
I just can't, I don't know. I just feel like you could be every way compatible, but if you're not sexually compatible, your relationship's not going to work. I just want to know if we were sexually compatible. Shit, we were.
Okay.
We still are. And that's what's up.
That's this video. So we will see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.